The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
You're tuned in to iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable online radio show. You recently heard Phor with Cardio. And definitely download that iLLANOiZE app. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Of course, we located on all of your streaming platforms. You can search for iLLANOiZE Radio, like, subscribe, follow, and like we do at this time, we bring you the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got Phor in the building.
Gang. What up, man? Long time no see, man.
I know, right? Man, you look different. You look good, man.
Cardio.
On the real.
I saw you in a picture. I'm like, this boy look like he taking a picture for GQ.
Hey, I'm trying to get there, man. I'm trying to get there, bro. I need all kind of, you know what I mean? The money coming in all kind of ways, bro. We ain't taking away no offers, no options. So, we just trying to grow, you know what I mean?
And you've definitely been growing, like thinking back to like 2016. I remember you had the locks with the different colors. You had the little gut.
Yeah. Man, that was a little money tummy.
Eating good.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, we still eating good now. We just a little more healthier. We just more paying attention and more aware of what we eating, what goes into our machine.
Meal prep?
You literally are what you eat. Yes, I'm definitely meal prep.
What's your I don't want to say favorite, but what's your go-to meal prep meal?
All day. I mean, I keep my carbs low, so I mean, I will do salmon. You know what I'm saying? Got my vegetables, my broccoli. You know what I mean? Maybe some sweet potato or something like that. You know what I mean? But and I do salads.
Oh yeah, you eating good for real.
Not every day you hear a black man say, "I do salads."
Yeah,
I do salads, bro. The salads is my go-to.
You got meat in your salad?
I do tilapia salad. I mean, chicken seeds, whatever it is, like salads, bro. That's my thing. Man.
Okay, cool.
Now I try to stay away from the bread. You know.
I heard
that's
bread.
hard.
Danger. The bread is the hardest part,
bread.
man. It's the hard, like for me, like my favorite food, like months ago or a year ago, used to be I couldn't stay away from French fries. That was my weakness.
I can't.
That's my weakness.
That's my
bro.
weakness, bro.
So what I did was I had to make a sacrifice. Like, listen, man.
You cut out the fries.
Mind over matter. I ain't had French fries, bro. And I can't even take. I don't even think about it no more. It's out of sight, out of mind. As much as I love French fries, bro.
You got to teach me that.
It's
I'm
tough.
a French fry connoisseur.
Nah, bro. Me too, bro. It's personal. You feel me? I had to put myself on punishment. Like I said, look, if I'm gonna eat a French fry, you know what I'm saying? I gotta earn it. I gotta earn the French fry. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's deep. I don't see my. Look, I gotta hang out with you more. I got any friends like you around me.
Bro, it's tough, man.
I had French fries this morning.
Sometimes you just gotta eliminate the things that you like. You know what I mean? And find other things to kind of substitute it. You know what I mean? For the better.
Do you like sweet potato fries?
No, I like sweet potatoes.
No fries.
I don't like potato fries.
That make you so mad. It's like, man, I might as well got French fries or just sweet potatoes separate. Like, I don't need to be mixing. Like, who told y'all to?
Who told y'all to do that? That's disrespecting the French fry industry.
Bro, I know people that really like them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Not me. I'm straight on that one. I gotta ask you though. What led you to having a more, being more into fitness and getting your cardio right? What led you more to health as well?
So it's crazy. To those that don't know, I had my own, personal issues with like depression, my own mental issues. And when I first started going to the gym, it was like more so like, man, let me just get in shape. You know what I mean? Get tired of looking at myself in the mirror a certain way. And the more and more I was going, thinking it was going to be from a physical standpoint, it became more mental for me. You know what I mean? It helped me mentally. Seeing things differently, you know what I'm saying? Just view life different, you know what I mean? It was helping me. It was kind of helping me channel certain negative thoughts and, you know what I mean? Putting, my life in front of me just in a more caring way. So, like, it just gave me something to get up to and go to. Like, because if I sit there, like, because there's times I used to sit there, alone, and I used to just get so, I used to be very hard on myself and just, like, not believing, feeling I had no purpose, things like that. So I just started, really taking the gym more serious because I started seeing it was helping me mentally. You know what I mean? Like, starting off my day like that, like, it's only up from there, you know what I mean? Like how it's going to end. But it just started changing my mental, you know what I'm saying, whole perspective and just giving me a different look on life. So
I'm happy fitness was a way out for you.
Man, for sure.
Do you feel like the challenges in the gym help you handle challenges in life?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Being under the bench, you know what I mean? Stepping out my comfort zone, lifting more weight, doing more reps. It's like it just pushes you to be better. It's like it shows your growth. You know what I mean? No pain, no gain. And I look at it like that with life too. Like whatever you go through is going to teach you something. So like you could be at the lowest part in your life and be hurt, upset, mad, but you got to just understand what could come from it. Like, you know what I mean? It's beauty in the struggle. So that's kind of the code I live by. You know what I mean?
Has working out been like the only thing you've been doing to just help with your mental health, or have you started to do things like seek therapy? Like,
oh yeah, I was doing therapy for a while. I went through like 5 or 6 therapists till I could find the right person to connect with. You know what I mean? Because I get it. Like their job is to be on your side. You know what I mean? And there's been times I've been in therapy and I literally fell asleep because it was like they was that boring and I just didn't feel the connection. You know, but you know, once I got the keys of life that I needed, you know what I mean, and I just kind of learned how to channel it and just kind of keep those things in front of me.
what made you keep going? Because I hear a lot of people say that like they started therapy and then they got a therapist that was just like boring. They felt like they couldn't relate, so they just stopped going to therapy. So what made you keep going and like, let me try to find a therapist for me?
I mean, it was either that or coughing shit. So what you gonna do?
All right, yeah.
Like, wow, you know, it was one of the two. So you know, and I know how, you know, that's another thing. Like I started kind of realizing my worth, you know what I mean, and my value and the people that value me. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what really kind of led me to that point. You know what I mean? I was there for everybody else but myself, and I let myself go. You know what I mean? But I had everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I was the shoulder that everybody could lean on. So, you know, that made me realize my worth, and just more so for myself too. You know what I mean? Not just for everybody else, but just also realizing like if all these people are leaning on me, it got to be for a reason. You know?
Now, was it a challenge for you to speak on, you know, mental health publicly?
Man, every day, you know, absolutely. Even from the music standpoint, it's songs that I've been hesitant on putting out because it's so personal, you know what I mean? But just becoming more of an advocate, I guess, over time, just finding ways to heal, rather it's meditating or, you know, talking to therapists or putting it into the music or whatever, or the gym. I just been learning ways to just be there for somebody else, because some people don't have outlets, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have an outlet. I had to kind of learn and figure out ways, you know what I mean, to channel it. And just helping somebody else is, you know, that always been a thing for me. You know what I mean? Like I always like making other people happy made me happy. That was always the code I live by. So, you know, to give advice, life advice that can kind of save someone else's is like, why not? You know? So
now, you know, we going through a tough time as of right now. You know, the protesting taking place. We in a pandemic right now. You know, food is scarce. The virus is spreading. Mentally, like, how are you coping with these times?
You want to hear something crazy, man? Like, I feel like this is definitely the worst year ever, you know, I probably ever seen. Like, this is like, we living in history right now. Like, this is going to be talked about in the next, you know what I mean? Exactly. This is going to be that, you know, and every day it's like you don't know what you're going to wake up to. You know, it's crazy. But personally, for me, like, the whole quarantine and all that, like, for me, it's been a blessing. Like, I've been learning I had to adjust to what was going on. Like, all right, y'all took the club away, they took the bars away, they took the restaurants away.
Club.
You know, I mean, yeah, that was my check. Shit, I'm getting booked. God damn it. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I missed the check.
Really effective shit.
Yeah, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, and then, you know, also like I said, man, just being more like a advocate. I had you know, bookings to go talk to the kids and, you know, graduations and things like that. So like all that stuff got put on hold. So, you know, of course I missed some of that, but this time is definitely just gave me time to chime in on self and the things that are important, and it took away a lot of distractions that I didn't even need. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, it's just taught me what you're gonna do is just you. What you're gonna do with just yourself. What you gonna do with your time. You know what I mean? And it's been making me better. Like, and honestly, I think we all probably been saving a lot more money. You know what I mean? We're not spending as much on just dumb, unnecessary things like we used to. You know what I mean? So it's like, it taught me how to save. It just taught me how to do a lot. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still boring, but yeah. You know what I mean? Only thing that I could do, like my fun thing to do now is getting up and going to work out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I take it every day serious. You know what I mean? Like, every day should be a step to get better at whatever it is. You know what I mean? Just with life, with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you know, like through these times, you still find ways to be creative and release music as well. And I gotta ask you, like, you know, has what we're going through now affected your creative process at all?
Man, yes and no. You know what I mean? I would say it more so messed up a lot of, like, just releasing things at the moment. Like, you know, rather it's a freestyle, rather it's a song, rather it's an album, rather it's an EP, whatever it is. You can't put nothing out right now. I just feel like that. Like, it's so much going on. Whatever you drop might get overlooked. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, unless you're talking about something that's going on at the moment. You know what I mean? But think about all the months of work you didn't put in on this dope song. Like, you know, I got some real hard club bangers right now that I can't Ain't no clubs, you know what I'm saying, to play them. DJs is doing live. They going live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I can get my song played on the Instagram live, but I don't know how the crowd moving, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see the views, but I don't know how they moving, you know? So, it's definitely affected a lot, but,
Have you picked up anything, like any new skills or anything since this?
Yeah, I've been doing a little more like harmonizing, playing with the voice a little bit.
What? You singing?
Let me hear some.
Not singing.
Sexual chocolate, y'all give it up for sexual chocolate.
No, for real. Like I just been playing like with melodies and just different type of beats, just challenging myself to, just be more of an artist. Like I always tell people, I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist, bro. Like I don't believe being putting in a box. You know what I mean? Like music is music, and a feeling is a feeling, and it's a vibe. That's what music is. Music is a vibe, and it's an expression. So I just been giving, I've been giving a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I stopped writing. You know what I mean? I just go in the studio now and just speak from how I feel. You know what I mean? From how I feel today.
So that's how you did cardio?
Yep. Cardio was just like that.
Do you feel like it's harder not to write your music now?
Is it harder not to write it? Mm-hmm. No, it's actually, I mean, for me, it works. You know what I mean? Like, because you know what it was? This is what it was. I was, you can write a whole song at home, right? You go to the studio, you know what you're about to say, right? You're recording the lyrics, and boom, you got a song, right? But what's missing is you're showing the talent, right? But I feel like, well, at least for me, I feel like you're missing the feeling,
the passion,
the feeling. You know what I mean? Because so what I did was I said, you know what? When I drop music, I want people to feel it how I heard it the first time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm delivering it like this is how I felt at this very moment. So I want you to get that experience. You know what I mean? Not just get bars like we can rap all day. I've been doing this shit since high school. So I just want to show my growth. You know what I mean? Like I'm comfortable now. You know what I mean? So it's like pressure make diamonds. So I was like, let me go in the studio and let's see what I can make in 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And it's been working for me. Honestly, I've been becoming more of a fan of my own music versus like, man, I'm a rapper. This is my shit. Check me out. You know what I mean? Now it's more so like, I'm listening to a song and I'm hearing it as if it's not even my record. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's been working for me. It's dope.
Now, we got a record in queue from you. We got Whole Lotta.
Whole Lotta was made just like that.
Break it down.
Whole Lotta came up. I made Whole Lotta in literally 3 seconds, bro. Like, heard the beat, was in the studio, to bounce the beat, and it just, a whole lot of, and it just happened, and it was just same ones, day ones. It was literally the people I was around who helped me through my toughest times. You know what I'm saying? Those people was around. You know what I mean? So it happened organically. You know what I mean? Just catching. That's why I'm saying catching the vibe now. I think is more of the wave than let me just show you how much I can rap. You know what I mean? Like I could still do both, but it was just like for me, I just wanted to switch my formula because I've been doing that. You know what I mean? So like in order to keep staying, you always want to keep what's the word? Fresh. You want to stay new. You know what I'm saying? Always updated. You know what I mean? Keep renovating yourself. You know what I mean? Making yourself better. So that's what I was doing. That's what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Just challenging myself and trying new things and just growing as an artist.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Pretty Right, and you just tuned back into the illest, the dopest, the coldest. What Jones? What you be saying? The dopest thing to hit the street since what? Crack cocaine.
The illest to hit the street since crack cocaine.
Okay, well yeah, I remixed it. I
go ahead, do your thing.
Right,
you're my sister. You can do whatever you want.
Let me get some more of the punch.
I was just about to ask how you feeling about the Coco's potion, so that lets me know.
Be in love with the Coco.
Coco.
Okay,
I'm finna slide in your DM, tell you I need all the bottles. Okay.
But he said,
yeah, it's good. It's good.
Woo. Cool. I'm gonna let you say, okay, now I know that you're enjoying the Coco's potion. We're gonna hop back into the interview. So I personally want to know, like, hearing you sit here and talk about music, it sounds like you're very well seasoned in music. But of course, I was naturally introduced to you through Black Ink Crew Chicago. So what started first for you? Was it your love for music or the love of tattooing?
Music always been first. It kind of got overshadowed with me doing tattoos by me being a black tattoo artist when everybody at the time, we talking about 10 years ago, you know what I mean? It wasn't really no good black tattoo artists like that, you know what I mean? To get a good tattoo, they have to go to a Caucasian or a Hispanic artist, you know what I mean? I stumbled across tattooing. I always been drawn since I was a kid or whatever, but, I I was doing the type of work that, people was thinking like, maybe a Caucasian or Hispanic artist did, and it caused so much traffic, like they see people they can relate to, it's me, Ryan, at the time, Van, we all kind of came up at the same time, as black tattoo artists on the south side of Chicago, and it got a lot of friction, so, at the moment, people wanted to, it was new, it was a thing, so the hype, was that, like the music been since high school, so, that's just pretty much what it was. So, I had to learn a way to put two birds in one stone, it's still something I personally challenge, having a hard time accepting it in a way, because I can't really find or pinpoint another artist who's like me. Most rappers, that are big name mainstream, like, either they was Dope Boys, ain't name another artist that, rap and tattoos, you feel me? So, it was just, I think Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man, you just took it back. Like,
did.
I had to think about like, who the fuck is Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit?
I had to do some research, bro. Like, for real, I had to figure out, like, damn, like, am I the only one? But it's still something I personally, try to balance out. It's not the easiest thing. Because, like, you have people that could look at me as a tattoo artist and just think, oh, he's just tattooing and he raps as a hobby. When it was the rapper happens to tattoo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I got to go that much harder, you know what I mean? That much crazier, you know what I mean? Like I said, even with the cardio video, you know what I'm saying? Just like putting different, personalities into the video, giving them something to actually watch versus just me rapping in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to step out of my comfort zone and just give people more who I am as a brand, as an individual, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? So people don't just think it's just somebody who tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Because the whole time tattooing is the big homie for the music, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't no backing, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it all by myself, you know what I'm saying, with my team. So, the funding part is covered by Phor, you know what I'm saying?
And I got introduced to you through the music.
Absolutely.
I think we all been.
You've been rocking with me, yeah, exactly. Day one. We in the room with some day one, so let's just salute that.
Got to put this on camera one time. I remember when Lightning Bug dropped. I got to get this signed, by the way.
You got it, bro. Hey, what's so crazy, bro? I miss those days because now people aren't doing CDs.
I have mine. I got mine from AC3 the weekend. Of 2016 when I was in Texas.
And we wasn't missing none of them. Every year we was out there. A3C, South by Southwest, like, we was in all that.
At Peckerhead, we was lit.
Yeah, always, yeah.
Yeah.
The vibes.
See, I never went, I've missed the South by Southwest. I always had something come up. But I was going to say, like, with you tattooing, doing music, do you ever find a struggle where people always, well, you said that they kind of, have they ever placed you in a box?
They will place me in a box just because I'm on TV, on a reality TV show, like, Phor from Black Ink. But see, what I'm on now is like literally building outside of that, to the point where it doesn't need from, Phor is Phor, like J is J, you know what I'm saying? So I'm taking away the like, that's how hard we going to the point where what I'm trying to honestly do right now is literally, I could just use two people, for example, Cardi B this shit, or either Drake from Degrassi this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that's what it was, but this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
What keeps you motivated? I want to know, like, some people will get into your position and they will let whatever makes the most, the most sense. Money and the most sense take over. You know what I mean? They'll go that way. What made you stick to, no, the music is first?
You got love versus money. You know what I'm saying? And I picked love versus the money. You know what I'm saying? Money is cool, but money don't make you happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I take it for what it is, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna stop doing music because, like, that's my way of expressing myself. That's therapy to me, you know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic, and that's how I connect with, you know what I'm saying, my fans, my audience. So I would never, you know what I'm saying, stop doing that for a bigger check. I don't care how much they pay me. If it's for you and this is what you do, you know what I mean? That's what you do. That's just like somebody playing basketball and say, oh, well, I ain't in the league, so I'm gonna just stop playing basketball. That's what you love to do, and you go get up and go play basketball.
Right.
It may be your way of, that may be your therapy, you know what I'm saying, or your way of working out or whatever it is. That's what you love doing. So if you love doing something, it's not about, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't always be about where it can go. If it grows, that's an amazing thing, but if this is something you love doing, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be with you regardless.
Yeah. Now, as you was talking, I was thinking about how we were speaking earlier. I just remember hearing you say you don't really watch TV. So what made you, or what led you to reality TV? What led you to Black Ink Crew?
So once again, like I was saying, being one of the, first artists in Chicago, black tattoo artists in Chicago, and linking up with Ryan, and the rest of the gang, it kind of just fell in our lap. You know what I mean? We was already putting on for the city. We had to support, because everybody know how Chicago is. They wanted us to ride and be against each other, but we did something different, and we came together, and we got a bigger reward with a TV show that happened to come like within the year of us linking up, right? So we was all nervous, hesitant, like, man, because I never cared about, honestly, like the fame or the attention. I just wanted, what I'm saying, the respect and the power. So, we kind of made it a collective decision just to go ahead and do it for what it was, because we felt like also Chicago needed another light on it versus just a negative that the people see and they don't know that it's some dope artists and it's dope. Chicago's a great city, with some great people in it, So we just wanted to do something different, for our city. And like I said, I think now we're still to this day like the number one show, the longest show running in Chicago.
6 seasons?
Season 6, yeah.
Whew.
You know what I mean?
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's got its pros and cons. You know what I mean? It feels good. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we really putting on. You know what I'm saying? And then also, Chi-Town's the anthem of the show, so we can't really complain. You know what I'm saying? So that still works. You know what I mean? So the music's still getting delivered in a different type of way. But I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean?
Did you expect that song to take off like it took off?
Absolutely.
I know I did.
Absolutely. I remember the day I went to the radio station with the record. You know what I mean? I played like 5 other joints, and they was rocking with all of them. But I saved that literally for the last record because I already knew what I felt it was going to do, because Chicago never had a real anthem like Atlanta or New York.
That was a real anthem that whole summer.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And the crazy part is, like, people still play the song over and over. Like, literally, I still get paid from the song, bro. Like, as much as I hate it, it ain't about
you hate it.
What?
No, I'm saying no. So I'm saying that's how you know it's a good song when you hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't played it a million times. It's like, I got so much other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got so much new shit. You know
how did you feel when Bump jumped on?
Yeah, that remix.
Oh man, I mean, it was amazing. But what was crazy is the remix was actually finna be a lot bigger. I ain't gonna lie, I was finna go straight to Ye. I wasn't gonna waste no time. Right at the time, Ye was going through what he was going through mentally, so he wasn't even doing no music. So I accepted that, and then from there, I still try to reach out to certain artists, and just due to how Chicago is. Street shit, you know what I mean? It messed up a lot of, opportunity for the song to be a lot bigger for as a remix, because some people didn't want to get on songs with certain people. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say those artists' name, but you know what I mean? It was that. Like, I had a lot of different verses. I had a lot of different verses still in my email to this day, and I couldn't put everybody on there because they were like, yo, if he on the song, I can't be on the song. If he on the song, it was literally that. Wow. I'm like, then this is my joint. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It was literally that. You know what I mean? It was some real stuff going on. You know what I mean? As we know how Chicago is. So
wow, that sucks.
It just it was, and so that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do the OGs, and I'm gonna do the generation right now. You know what I mean? So like I said, Dirk was a real one for reaching out. You know what I mean? And making it happen. Bump, you know what I mean? Twist, like, you know what I mean? It was dope. I have a lot of verses from a lot of other artists, you know what I mean? That I
hit Bump and Twister though, like
that was dope to me. Like,
you poked your chest out a little bit.
He did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like me and Bump, we still cool. Like, Twist, like, you know what I mean? Like, so those guys like who I looked up to on the way up. So it's like, you know what I mean? To get that, stamp, you know what I mean? From them, that's like having a stamp for the city in itself.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It is.
It is. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no. We still won with it, so like the message still got across. You know what I mean? And that was that.
Now you got like a family reunion song. Like, you can hear that in parks.
People, bro, put some like it's like everywhere. Like, literally, my homegirl, she just moved to Dallas like maybe like a month ago, and she FaceTimed me, and the DJs was playing Chi-Town all the way in Dallas, Texas. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Texas show love.
Texas show love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But what I've been doing now, honestly, is just reaching back to the city and just linking up with, some of the artists that I see that has talent. You know what I mean? It's a lot of females out here doing their thing too. You
gotta drop some names. Come
on.
What I mean?
No, for sure. Right now, it's this talented artist. I'm telling y'all gotta look out for him. His name Rio Rari.
Okay.
He doing his thing. Like, we linked up. we've been locked in. So I just been putting people in play who I believe in and just kind of not necessarily managing them, just kind of mentoring them and showing them the right way to go, because some people have no direction in this, you know what I'm saying? And I was that, my homegirl Bash, she's a singer, R&B singer, have another, artist who's doing her thing, her name Nina Austin, shout out to her, my boy D-Lo, D-Lo do numbers, I think that's his Instagram, Lil Slim G, it's a lot of people that I'm rocking with right now, who want to come up,
Now, you hearing that, you mentioning the artist, we got to talk about NMOL. Everybody, some people don't know what NMOL is.
I don't know how it's literally the first words in Chi-Town. So no more ordinary lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Break that down for the people so they know exactly.
I would have never thought that.
It's literally the first words in Chi-Town is no more ordinary lifestyle. Yeah, I remember when Bump first said it to me. This is when Bump first came home. We was out. He hit me like, "Hey man, what the NMOL shit mean?" And I told him, he like, oh, he sung the lyrics to the song.
That is true.
He wanted to know what type of. He wanted to know what was some gang shit.
You're like, what I'm getting myself into?
What's this? Before I do anything, what's this shit? Yeah, Bump smart.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
I definitely peeped that.
Classic.
Like, with certain people will be like, "What is NMOL?" I mean, even on our site, we get hits searching NMOL. I'm like, people to this day don't. Well, at least they come to the site to see what it means.
Right, for sure.
So I'm happy that you actually let the world know exactly what it means.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out my dog Ryan Major too, man. He doing this thing too. That's my brother. He's super talented lyricist. Jadakiss just literally placed him on his new mixtape, so y'all go check that out too. It just dropped today. It just dropped today. Like Jadakiss rocking with him hard. Ryan Major, y'all could go check him out. Ryan Major Dime.
I'm writing down all the names that you've been speaking.
Like Jadakiss just co-signed him, like for real, in Chicago.
Shout out,
straight up.
Now lately you've been releasing singles. You release a whole lotta. You release Cardio. Got another single in queue from you. Comfy. Can we, before we break down Comfy, can we expect another project? I think your last project was Cake.
I've been taking a lot of time with this last project because it's a personal project. You know what I mean? It's called Self Love, but it's on the way. You know what I mean? Album is definitely on the way. Sooner than later, we literally just wrapped it up. You know what I mean? It sounds amazing. I just want to give people a different perspective of me outside of the talent, outside of the club records. You know what I mean? I'm just giving them where I'm at right now from everything I've been through. You know what I mean? It's like I'm kind of recharged, back focused. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of updating the people where I'm mentally at. You know what I mean? And lyrically at. You know what I'm saying? So
you've matured.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what the project is. You know what I mean? Like I was giving so much love to everybody else. I didn't have it for myself. So now I have to realize that, it takes self-love before anything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love yourself. Like, you know what I mean? No matter who loves you or got love for you, if you don't love yourself, you know what I mean? You ain't going too far. So you know what I mean?
I'm kind of curious, what does self-love look like for a black man in 2020?
Ooh.
Because I know what self-love as a black woman looks like, and I can imagine it's a bit different.
I mean, for me, everybody has their own niche for what works for them. For me, self-love looks like, someone who's successful, someone who believes in themselves, someone who can be inspiring, self-driven, motivated, you know what I mean, advocate, you know what I mean, someone who grew up and just went through a lot and can, give that type of advice and that type of energy, someone who's positive, you know what I mean? Dude, don't matter where you at in life, somebody who just, take things how they come and keep it going, you know what I mean? That's the main thing. I feel like, some people stop and get caught and they just don't know where to go. Like, you got to keep pushing, you know what I mean? You got to love yourself, man. Like, people going to bring you down. That's just part of the life. You know what I mean? It just comes with it. So you got to believe in yourself. You got to realize who you is, you know what I mean? And just know that you have value and you matter. So that's what it looked like to me.
If you were looking at yourself 10 years ago as yourself now, like, what would you tell yourself?
Wait, say it again?
So
10 years before or after? Yeah. What'd you say? 10 years before?
Yeah, so if you were looking at, I don't know how old you are, else I would have dropped the number, but like if you was looking at yourself 10 years ago, what would you tell yourself? Like what piece of advice
would you give yourself?
Good question. I just wish I would have protected, my energy, with the wrong energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a positive person, so I've let a lot of people with negative intentions, you know what I mean, affect me, drain me. You know what I mean? So, like, protect self. You know what I mean? That's an important key. Some people don't understand that. You know what I mean? Being too young or just being so vulnerable and just being cool with everybody. Like, everybody ain't your friend, man. Like, some people, like, I had to realize this. It's two kind of people in this world, right? There's some people who are built off love and some people who are built off survival. So the moment they don't need you no more, it's just going to be what it's going to be. Some people that have intentions and they just good intentions and they go just love you, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to give love, and that's just what it is. You got to just understand, you know, that part in life. And I took that. I've been through it enough to understand that. You know what I mean? So I don't feel no way towards, you know, any friendships I lost, relationships I lost. It's just, I just take things for what they are and just realize it's a bigger purpose, and it's everything happens for a reason.
Cool.
So,
And now, break down the title of the project you're working on again.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Self-love is the album. It's definitely on the way. You know, in order to get love, you know, you have to love yourself. Love is within. You know what I mean? That's why you have a heart. It's right here in your chest. You know what I'm saying? It's in you. So it's like you have to appreciate, you know what I'm saying, who you are as a person, as an individual. You know what I mean? Why people love you. You know what I mean? You have to look at yourself. At times I've stared in the mirror myself to find things, because I used to look in the mirror and see all my flaws, right? I had to just like really sit. It's just like, man, think about the good things. Think about what you are doing. Think about what you're doing that these other people can't do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You have to be your own personal fan. You have to love yourself, bro. Like everybody's a fan of everybody else. Who gonna be a fan of themselves? You gotta love yourself. Man. So that's what I realized. Like I'm literally. That's why even with the music, like I stopped writing to just go in there and see what I can say. And can I turn myself into a believer? Can I become a fan of myself of what I'm finna make? You know what I mean? And all those things start happening for me.
Blessings,
man. It's crazy you said that, because I tell people every day, you gotta protect your energy and protect your karma.
Absolutely.
Protect
That's
your
deep.
energy and protect your karma.
Now, I got Comfy NQ.
That's
break
deep.
down who produced. Matter of fact, before you even break down Comfy, let everybody know where they can get in tune with you. If you have any more things in works, if we gonna see you on TV soon, you know, let us know.
Yeah. You know, season 6. Well, the second half of season 6 is about to drop. I think in July, like July 6th July 6th. I think we air again. You know, anybody who wants to keep up with me on social media, y'all can follow me. Snapchat, what we got? Instagram, what else is it? Twitter.
What's your favorite?
It's I use all of them because, you know, I interact with my fans. So, you know, it's Forever I'm PHOREVERIM.
I mean, we got Comfy and Q.
Shout out to my boy Rosart. Rosart produced that beat. Yeah, Rosart. Now listen, Rosart. Listen, I work with Lide and I work with Rosart. Like, those are my two top dogs. Rosart is Rosart a beast. Like, he Chicago raised. You know what I'm saying? South Side. Rosart doing this thing. Like, he go crazy. Like, that's one of my favorite beats too. Like,
hey, you been going crazy. Honestly, everything I've been hearing from you lately, all the single releases, been going crazy. The video releases.
Can't wait to hear this album, bro.
I can't neither.
Can't wait.
Hopefully you get a hard copy. You know, I'm on it.
I might have to get some personal ones.
Some
just
vinyls too.
For the, you know, gifts. I'll use them as gifts.
You feel me?
I like vinyls.
Vinyls? Say less. All right, go get a vinyl.
We own it.